The class will be more the approx 2 hours. Okay. All of you make your schedule accordingly. Today we are going to start a very, very important topic. Out of all 8 Upanishads, if I tell ki in our syllabus, total are 18 Upanishads. If I tell which Upanishad is the most important according to exam point of view, that is the Nadbindu Upanishad. Every time, minimum 2 to 3 questions, every time only by these Upanishads. So 2 to 300% questions will become in the exam. So, and it's a very small Upanishad, but few things you have to be remember carefully. So I adjusted that thing in the slides that will make you easy to understand. Okay, please once again, please confirm me my sound and my presentation is fine.
Yes, sir. Everything is perfect.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So Upanishad name is the Nadbindu Upanishad. Nad. Nad. What do you understand? What is Nad? Already we have discussed in the Hat Pradipika also. Yes. Nad. Nad is the sound. Okay. Nad is the sound. That not the external sound, it is the internal sound. Bindu. Bindu in the another word we also tell Amrit also we call it is that the nectar also we tell it is, or it is the source to reach to the Brahma Tattva. If we understand the Nada and the Bindu, and maybe you remember or not the benefit of the Mula Bandha described in the Hat Pradipika, that Nad and Bindu combined together after the practicing of the Mula Bandha, and after that we can get the moksha. So it is also the another the importance of this word Nad and Bindu. Upanishad, it is the collection, it is the text which is near which we got by our sages. So in our syllabus we have to discuss the Hans Vidya. Hans, it is a Hindi word. It's the English we called it is the swan. In this picture you can see it is the swan. Maybe you all are familiar with this bird. It is very common in India, swan, in our ponds. So they are combining and they are correlating the Brahma Tattva, the Omkara, many more things, the powers of the Brahma Tattva. They are correlating with the Hans Vidya, meaning Swan Vidya, the knowledge of the swan. If you understand this swan, then you can understand the Brahma Tattva also according to Nadbindu Upanishad, and it is the importance of this Upanishad. In the exam also you will get the points. The swan, the head of the swan, what is it? The right eye, what is it? The right or left wing, what is it? The legs of the swan, what is it? The tail of the swan, what is it? These kinds of questions will be you will face in the exam. And the description of their body parts. Every time 1-2 questions minimum only by their body part of the swan. And 12 matras. So very, very important. In 2020, when I gave the exam, 2 questions only by the 12 matras. I think they asked the 6 matra or 12 matra when I gave the exam. So 12 matras of Omkara, they are describing in this Upanishad, and the result of investment of the life with them. It means that when you attain attention towards the matras, which kinds of benefits you will get, that are also explaining in this Upanishad. Because and the Third is the, because its name is the Nadbindu Upanishad, so it's common. Something description of Nad will be there. So the types of the sounds, the higher sound in the starting, which kinds of sound we heard in the middle stage and at the end stage. Okay, to the grosser to the subtle. That same as like the Hattvardipika, that sequence also here. The form of the Navy research practice. The yoga practitioners, how he perform, and the Manole status. Manole meaning the emergence of the soul, human soul, to the God. That also state also you can say the Manole, or also you can correlate that status is the as equal to the liberation, Kevalya Nirvana. That is the Manole status. In the first lecture, I explained you that all the Upanishads, they are connected with our Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Athar Veda. Okay, except only one Upanishad, which we discussed in yesterday, Yoga Raja Upanishad. There is no any specific proof we have no that Yoga Raja Upanishad is related with any Vedas. Maybe it is related with the Veda, but we have no evidence. That's why we cannot say surely that Yoga Raja Upanishad is related with that particular Veda. But except Yoga Raja Upanishads, others, all the Upanishads, they have the link with the Vedas, and every time one questions, minimum 1 to 2 questions to connectivity between the Upanishads and the Veda, that questions will be in the exam. So Nadbindu Upanishad, it is only one Upanishad in our syllabus which is connected, related with the Rig Veda. All of you remember very well. Okay. And total mantras are the 56. The asana which is described in this Upanishad, it is the Siddhasana. Only one asana they are explaining here. Remember it very carefully, okay? Only one asana they are explaining here, Siddhasana. And one mudra also, in the one mantra, it is mentioning in the same mantra about the asana, about the mudra, and the mudra, that is the Vaishnavi mudra. One of you please repeat which mudra it is.
Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi mudra. I notice in one time these questions came in the exam. Vaishnavi mudra is mentioned in which Upanishad? That is the Nadbindu Upanishad, and few more Upanishads. I think Yog Tattva. When we will study, then you will get Vaishnavi Mudra in which Upanishads. This kinds of comparative study you have to do. Only then you can qualify the exam. Otherwise, not. The states of the mind, as like I think Mundaka Upanishad. I think I'm not 100% sure. The Can you confirm me? Munduko or Manduko? The four states, the Omkara, they are also there. Jagrita Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Susupti Avastha, and Turiya Avastha. As like same here also.
Omkara is in Mandukya, sir.
So yeah, thank you, ma'am. Manduka. Manduka Upanishad. That all there also these four kinds of states of minds was there. The Jagrita Avastha, Swapnavastha, Susupti Avastha, Turiya. Turiya Avastha, it is the state of the Samadhi, highest stage of the mind. So these four states of the minds are present in also described in the Nadbindu Upanishad. One of you please conclude this slide. Anyone? Yes, please. In short.
Nadbindu Upanishad is related to Rig Veda, comprises of 56 mantras. The asana mentioned here is Siddhasana, Mudra is Vaishnavi Mudra. There are 4 states of mind which are mentioned in this Upanishad, which are Jagrut, Swapna, Sushupti, and Turiya.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So first, because after that the details will start, you have to before starting the mantras or the Nadbindu Upanishads, you have to understand Omkara. What is Omkara? So Omkara, it is the combination of the mainly three words and one Ardhamatra. Ardhamatra, that is the Chandrabindu we call it is. It is the Ardhamatra, right side you can see. And if we break down the Omkara, so it is divided into four parts: Akara, Okara, Makara, and the Ardhamatra. Yes, one of you please uh, confirm me how we break the Omkara. Yes, please.
U, Ma, and the Chandrabindu.
Chandrabindu, that is the Ardhamatra. Okay, Akara, Ukara, Makara, and the Ardhamatra. Okay, now let's start the class. So it is the Nadbindu Upanishad. Okay, so Hansa Vidya, it meaning the swan knowledge. Here, the Brahma Tattva they are correlating with the swan. First, understand the swan. If you understand the swan, then you will understand the Brahma. Okay, the description of the body parts. Yeah, it is the first mantra of the Nadbindu Upanishad. Here, description of Omkara, assuming as a swan, it meaning Om directly Omkara you cannot understand. Here they are explaining with the example of a swan. ओमकारो दक्षिण पक्ष उकार स्तुत्र त्रय स्मृतः मकारम पुच्छ मित्याहुर अर्धमात्रा तुमस्तकम. You have no necessary to remember the particular mantra directly. If you remember this slide downside, it is fine for you. Okay, directly insert in picture you can see akara. Akara they are telling akaro dakshina paksha. Dakshina meaning right, paksha meaning pankh, or pankh we correlate it is the wing. So here you can say the right wing is the akara. Ukara, ukara it is the ukara stutra smriti. Uttar, uttar meaning left, left wing. Left wing is the ukara. Right wing is the akara and the left wing is the ukara. And makara it is the tail. Makaram pucham. Pucham meaning pooch, meaning tail. The tail of the swan is the makara. And the ardhamatra. Ardhamatra is the head of the swan. Yes, please, one of you conclude my slide.
Akara is the right wing of the swan. Ukara is the left wing of the swan. Makara is its tail. And Ardhamatra is its head.
Yes, thank you. Please confirm all are getting my points. Otherwise, you will confuse till the end. If you have
Yes,
any
sir. Yes, sir.
confusion, you can let me know.
Yes, sir.
One by one, all of you please confirm. Then we will move. You are getting
Clear,
why
sir.
we are studying the swan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Answer me why we are studying the swan. What's the importance of swan here? Yes, one of you.
Because we
Because
cannot
here,
directly understand the Omkara, but by understanding this one, we can get to know the Omkara, by which we can get to know the Brahma Tattva.
Yes, nice, nice, nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we can proceed. Yeah, this slide we have already understand. Next slide. Yeah, next is the about the second mantra. They are explaining the body has been called an element. Please note down this word in your notes also. Here the correlation of body, complete body, they are telling body is the element. Tattva, it is tattva. Now particularly they are describing the gunas. The Gunas, they are telling both legs. Legs of the swan, you can see, swan have how many legs? Yes, please.
Two, sir.
Two.
Two legs. They are telling one leg is representing the Rajasic Guna and the another leg is representing the Tamasic Guna. But question is that when you read the mantra, there is no any particular description that right leg is the Rajasic or the left leg is the Rajasic. No, directly they are telling both legs are the Rajasic and Tamasic. It may be left or it may be right. So you have to also remember same, the both legs are the two gunas and the tamasic guna, okay?
Yes,
And
sir.
next, sattvic guna, sattva guna. Sattva guna, the body of the swan we called it is the sattvic guna. Body, it meaning body included the completely. Okay, it is the sattvic guna. So gunas are three kinds of gunas, rajasic and tamasic, the legs, and the sattvic guna, the body of the soul. Next is the dharma, right eye. Right eye we called it is the dharma. It represents the dharma. And the left eye it represents the adharma. So you can see here the right side is the dharma and left eye it is the adharma. Yes, one of you please conclude this slide.
Gunas are represented by both the legs. Left, Rajas and Tamas are the right and left legs. And body is represented by Sattva Guna. Dharma is the right eye. Adharma is the left eye.
Excellent, nice. Okay. Yes. Next is the in the if you are doing the sandhya, it is very easy to understand you. Otherwise, you start. Do you know the pranayam mantra? Pranayam sloka. Anyone is remembering?
So Pranasyedam Vashe Sarvam.
No, not. I'm not telling about that. Okay. Maybe in the RS they follow that. That Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Saha, Om Maha, Om Janha, Om Tapah, Om Satyam, Om Ritancha Satancha Bhi. That kind of mantras we follow during when we worship the morning and early in the Sandhya period. That kind of mantras also we follow. So same sequence it is. And during the retention of the that mantra, pranayam mantra also, we also touch our body. Same. Bhulok. Bhulok is representing our both legs. Bhulok is representing our both legs. Bhuva, Bhuva lok. So total are the 7 loks. Okay. Lok meaning you can understand the universe. Okay. Bhuva. Bhuva is the knees. Our knees are the Bhuva lok. The Soha. Soha lok. Our back. Back. Spinal cord also you can correlate our vertebra. That is the Sohalok. And fourth one is the Mahalok, the navel. Navel is the Mahalok. Fifth one is the Janhalok, heart region, chest region. It is the Janhalok. Sixth one is the Taphalok, our throat region. Throat region is the Taphalok. And Satyahalok. It is the eyebrow center or the middle part of the lalat that we call it is the eyebrow. So these are the 7 lok and 7 lok, the Nadbindu Upanishad, they are correlating with human body. The legs are the Bhu lok, the knees are the Bhuva lok, the back is the Sohalok, the navel is the Mahalok, the heart region is the Janhalok, and the throat region is the Taphalok, and the eyebrow center is the Satyalok. Yes, one of you please conclude this slide.
So both the legs represent Bhulok, both the knees represent Bhuvahalok, back represents Swahalok, navel represents Mahalok, heart represents Janahalok, throat represents Tapahalok, and eyebrow center represents Satyalok.
Yes, in the exam directly you will get this question. According to Nadbindu Upanishad, navel is connected with which loka? Directly this question will be in the exam. Or opposite also you can face. Janhalok is related with body organ. So heart, it is related with our heart. Or in the sequence ascending order or descending order also you can face. According to sloka, bhu, bhuva, swaha, maha, jan hai, tap hai, sat hai. It is the right sequence. But maybe in the body point of view, to up to down, that it will be opposite. Sat hai, tap hai, jan hai, swa hai, maha, swa hai, bhu hai, bhu. So you have to be very carefully how examiner is asking the question. Accordingly, you have to decide which sequence should be better. Is it fine or not? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next slide. Yeah. Next is about the Sahasrara Chakra. Sahasrara Chakra. Here it is clearly mentioning the above the Satya. Satyaloka. Yes, please confirm what is the the location of the Satyaloka.
Eyebrow center.
Eyebrow center.
Eyebrow center. Here in this diagram also you can see the Satyaloka at the eyebrow center. And here clearly mentioning the Sahasrara Chakra is just above the Satyaloka. And Sahasrara Chakra total 1000 petals lotus. Okay. 1000 petals here. And Pranav form white stone is seated. They are telling in the Sahasrara Chakra there is a swan. That swan is representing the Pranav. And already we have understand the body parts of the swan. How Omkara is divided in the swan. How the body parts of the swan is representing the gunas, representing the dharma, adharma, that's extra. We have already understand on the Sahasrara, and that swan is present in the Sahasrara Chakra, at the middle of the Sahasrara Chakra, okay? And next is the Parabrahma. Parabrahma cannot be penetrated by any karmic behavior. They are telling that we are following many methods. Many methods we are following by behaviorally. In Nadbindu Upanishad is telling we cannot get the Parabrahma by the karmic behavior. Only by following the sadhana. By following the sadhana of the Nad, sadhana of the Swan, sadhana of the Omkara, sadhana of the Pranav. Only that sadhana we can is able to attain to the Parabrahma. Otherwise, no any way. According to Nadbindu Upanishad. And one who meditates and thinks with the best method of Omkara, he gets liberated from his thousands and crores of the signs and attains salvation. Please note down this point. Last line is very, very important. What is the benefits of the practicing of the Omkara? That thousands and the crores of the signs, sins and the attained salvation. That is the major benefit Omkara which Nadbindu Upanishad is defining. Yes, one of you please conclude this slide. Come on.
So, the Sahasrara Chakra, which is located above the Satyaloka, And Sahasrara Chakra is a 1,000-petaled lotus. Pranav form, the white swan is seated on the Sahasrara Chakra, in the center of the Sahasrara Chakra. And Parabrahma cannot be penetrated by any of the karmic behavior and can only be attained through sadhana. The one who meditates and thinks with the best method of Omkara, he gets liberated from his thousands and crores of sins and attains salvation.
Yeah, please also again conclude the body parts of the swan again.
Yes, sir. Akara is the right wing, Ukara is the left wing, Makara is the tail, and Ardhachandra is the head.
Others?
Yeah, sir. Akara is the right wing, Ukara is the left wing, Makara is the tail, Ardhamatra is the head. Gunas, both the legs represent Rajasic and Tamasic. The whole body represents Sattva. Dharma is represented by the right eye. Adharma is represented by the left eye.
Excellent. Nice. Thank you, Manojji. Hope all are getting. Now, next is the name of the Omkar Matra. Again, it meaning here, previously we were discussing about the correlation of the matra of the Omkara, Akar, Ukar, Makar and the Ardha Matra with the body parts. Here, correlating with the God. How the matras of the Omkara is correlating with the God. So first matra, and this it is the power of the Brahm, Parabrahma. First is the Akara. It we called it is the Agni or the fire mandal. And the Agni or fire mandal, the god is the Agni Dev, god of the fire. That he is the Agni Dev. So Akara is connected with the Agni Dev. Remember it. Second matra of the Parabrahm's power, it is the Ukara. Okay. Ukara, it is the Vayu. It meaning wind mandal, Vayu mandal it is. And the god of the Vayu, god of the wind, is the Vayu Deva. So Ukara is connected with the Vayu Deva. Third matra of the Omkara, it is the Makara. Makara, it is the Bhanu Mandal. Bhanu, it is also the synonym of the Surya. So we call it is the Surya Mandal. Or the god is the Surya Deva. Fourth one is the Ardha Matra. Ardha Matra is connected with the Varuni. Varuni. Varuni, the god is the Jal Deva, god of the water. One of you please conclude this four matra. Come on.
First matra of the Parabrahma power is the Akara, and it's related to Agni and fire Mantala, and the god is Agni Dev. And second matra of the Parabrahma power is the Ukara, and related to Vayu Mandala, that is wind Mandala, and the god is Vayu Dev. Third matra of the Parabrahma power is Makara, Bhanu Mandala, that is Surya Mandala, and the god related to Surya Dev. And the last and the Artha Matra of the Parabrahma, and related to Varuni, that is god of water, and god is Jaladev.
Good. And next is the power of Parabrahma. Okay. These quantities Akara, Ukara, Makara, Om is definitely established in all three periods of time. It meaning the past also it was also there, present also, in future also, in every situation, the Omkara is present. This superpower has been named Omkara, and it should be known through Dharana. It's very, very important. One time in the exam, these questions came. Because you will not generally what we correct dhyan or samadhi, but here mentioning the dharana. According to Nadbindu Upanishad, what is the yogic technique to knowing the Omkara? In the exam, you will get the option pranayam, dharana, dhyan or samadhi. So most of the students, they select the samadhi. But here, what is right?
Dharana.
Please
Dharana.
note down it. Again, mark star here. It's very, very important. Dharana, remember it. So these kinds of indirectly questions which examiners they make, because the samadhi, all know the samadhi, but these kinds of critical questions will be in the exam. So those that students who is reading very carefully the Upanishad, only he can respond these kinds of answer. Otherwise, almost 95% students they select the samadhi or the dhyan, not the dharana. But right answer is dharana here. By following the dharana, we can understand the Omkara. According to Nadbindu Upanishad, please remember the reference also. According to Nadbindu. Okay. Yes. Every time, in my time, two questions from here. Every time, minimum 1 or 2 questions, this slide only. Minimum. Examiner may can ask in the sequence. They can ask the benefit, the correlation. Okay. It is the 12 matras of the Omkara. Now he is explaining in very detail. Each of the 4 matras of Om has 3 kal forms. So total are the 4, and 4 multiply 3. So total are divided into 12. Thus Omkara is said to be comprised of 12 arts. So these are the 12 arts of the Omkara. So first matra, yeah, it is, you have to remember. Ghosani. Yes, one guy repeat, lead and follow me. Ghosani. Yes, one of you.
Ghoshini.
Ghosani. Second is the Vidyut Matra.
Vidyut Matra.
Vidyut Matra. Third
Vidyut
is the,
Matra.
very good, Patangani.
Patangani.
Yeah, I think it is Patangani. I don't, not in Patangani, okay? Patangani. Fourth
Patangani.
one is the Vayu Vegani.
Vayu Vegani.
Vayu Vegani.
Vayu Vegani.
Fifth one is the Namdheya.
Namadheya.
Namdheya.
Namadheya.
Sixth one is the Indri.
Indri.
Indri. Okay.
Indri.
Seventh is the Vaishnavi.
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 Eighth one is the Sankari.
Sankari. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
I guess he lost connection.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Sorry, network problem automatically. Sorry for disturbance.
So your voice is breaking, sir.
At present also,
A little bit.
all are facing same problem.
Now,
Okay,
okay, sir.
thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, again, please repeat. It's very, very important slide it is. First is Ghoshani,
Goshani,
Vidyut Matra,
Vidyut Matra,
Patangani.
Patangani,
Patangani,
Fourth one is Vayu Vegani.
Vayu Vegani,
Vayudegani,
Fifth one is Namadheya.
Namadheya,
Namadeya,
Sixth one is Indri.
Indri,
Indri,
Seventh is Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi,
Vaishnavi,
Eighth one is Shankari.
Shankari,
Shankari,
Ninth one is Mahati.
Mahati,
Mahati,
10th one is Dhriti.
Dhriti,
11th is Nari.
Nari,
Nari,
And last one is the Brahmi.
Brahmi.
So first you have to be remember this sequence with 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fifth matra. What is it? Sixth matra. This kind of questions may in the exam 100% it will come. Okay. And in the sequence of examiner, they can ask Patangani, Indri, Dhariti, and the Ghosni. Please arrange in the sequence. That kinds of questions may be in the exam. Okay. In the Hindi, if you understand the Hindi, so we created a trick to understand this sequence. घोषणा करती विद्युत आई पतंग वायु में उड़ती है नाम चलाया नामू और नाम चलाया इंद्र ने विष्णु शंकर के पास महती रहती है घृति जागी नारी की ब्रह्मा को प्राप्त किया to understand this sequence and you can make the trick according to you whatever you have to remember it you know how you will remember this trick okay next is the correlation of the matras they are the attainment of position by sacrificing one's life in the matras. It means if you get the perfectness in this matra, then which kind of attainment, which kinds of positions or siddhi you can say you will get. If you get perfected in the Ghoshani matra, then you will get the position of the Chakravarti Imperior. Which position you will get? Yes, please.
Chakravarti, Emperor.
Emperor. Okay. Second matra, Vidyut matra. If you get perfected in it, then you will get the position of the Yaksha. Which one you will get?
Yaksha.
Yaksha position. And if you get perfected in the Patangani, then you will get the Vidyadhar position. Vidyadhar. Which position?
Vidyadhar.
Vidyadhar. And if you get perfected in the Vayu Vegni Matra, then you will get the position of Gandharva.
Gandharva.
Garva,
Gandharva. And if you get perfected in the Namadheya Matra, then you will get the Chandralok. It meaning the you will get the respect in the Chandralok, honored in the lunar world along with God's name Tusit. Please remember this Tusit word. It's very important here. Tusit word. It meaning they will call you in that lok and they will respect you. They will honor you. What is the benefit of the fifth matra? Yes, please.
Will be honored in the Chandra Lok along with gods. One of the name of the god is Tushit.
Yes,
Tushit.
Tusit God. Okay. Sixth matra is the Indri. I think it is spelling mistake. Indri, maybe it's my mistake. In Hindi we call A. Enak wala A. I think double A. I think it should be now. Indri. It is actual Indri. I think double A should be here. I will cross check it is okay. Indri. We use na ek in Hindi. Usa ma'am, we use na ek.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
That E, which word we use here? E or A? Double A.
Double A will be sir. It won't be E. If it has to be Indri, it has to be E or I.
Why? Why?
Is
Not
this
Y. I. A.
A? Indri. It is that Indri. Nadri. That Indri. Okay.
So I should be there, sir. Indri.
Okay. Please, all of you, please. It is I. Indri.
Sir, it can be AI. I.
Okay, we'll check it. Okay, we'll check it. Okay, what is it? But actually, it is a Indri. Okay. Because I'm every word I'm translating directly to Hindi to English. Yeah, Indri, if we get perfectness in this matra Indri, that we will get the equal status equal to the Devraj Indra. Which status we will get?
Equal status of Devraj Indra.
It's very easy to understand. It is Indri, and Indri is directly connected with the Indra. So you have to make the trick to understand. So, but every word you have to remember. I'm telling 1 or 2 questions definitely will be in the exam by this slide. This page only. Vaishnavi directly connected with the Vaikuntha Dham.
Vaikuntha Dham.
And Sankari, it is Sankari. I think double A should be here. Sankari. Okay.
Yeah.
Sankari is our Adinath, and Adinath we also tell the Rudra. So Sankara is connected with the Rudra Loka. Which loka it is?
Rudra Lok.
Okay. If we perfected in the Sankari, then we will attain the Rudra Loka. Same power we will get. And if we get perfected in the Mahati, that we will get the Mahaloka. Which loka?
Mahaloka.
Mahati is directly easy. Maha. It's very easy. Dhriti. Dhruva, you can understand if in the exam Dhruva lok come, but Janha also please remember. Janha and Dhruva both are the same. Which 10th matra is related?
Jana or Dhruva?
Dhruva Loka.
Yeah. And Nari. Nari is connected with the Tapha Loka.
Apahaloka.
You can understand the females, they are very struggling life. So, okay. Brahmi directly Brahmaloka.
Brahmalok.
Brahmalok.
Yeah, yes, Manojji, please conclude this slide.
Yeah, there are 12 matras. First one is Ghoshani, Vidyut Matra, Patangini, Vayuvegani, Namadheya, Aindri, Vaishnavi, Shankari, Mahati, Dhriti, Nari, and Brahmi. So the Ghoshani is connected to the Chakrabarti Emperor, Vidyut Matra, attainment of the Yaksha, Patangini, Vidyadhar, Vayuvagni, Gandharva, Namadheya, honored in the lunar world, that is the Chandraloka, along with the gods named Tushit, Indri, attainment of status equal to Devaraj Indra, Vaishnavi, attainment of the Vaikuntha Dham, Shankari, attainment of Rudralok, Mahati, Mahalok, then Dhriti, Janhalok or Dhruvalok, Nari is the Taphalok, and Brahmi is the Brahmalok.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. So, request to you Hindi medium students, please make any English medium trick to understand the correlation of this matra in sequence. As like in Hindi, we prepared. So it's your duty. You will prepare and share in the group, okay? Let's see who will prepare this sequence, this trick. Okay.
Sir, one doubt. Sir, here above you mentioned that 3 kala forms of each womb. Is it for the first
Sorry, Kal. Sorry. It's my mistake. It is not Kal. It's Kala.
kala? Okay, sir.
Kala meaning arts.
Okay. The
Here
3
meaning
kala.
12 arts. Here is 3 Kala. It's a Google Translator mistake. I think it is. It is
Okay,
Kala.
sir.
Kala meaning arts.
Kala. Okay, sir. Is it that the first 3 is related through akara, like that, sir?
Yes,
Then
yes,
4th to 6th is related to
Okay.
makara.
Here
Okay, sir.
also I corrected it.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, we'll forget it. Indri. Okay. Indri. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Next is the. Are you confusing? We should continue the class, or your mind is full?
Okay, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay. So my target today will complete the Nadbindu Upanishad because we have no time, no? That's why.
So can you go back to the previous slide once?
Yes. Fine. We'll share in the group. Don't worry about it. I will share the slide. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Prarabdha karma. Here also discussion about the prarabdha karma. Maybe you already you know what is the prarabdha karma. It meaning the karmas which we have done at present time. If that karmas was good, so meaning we are getting the good life. Or problems we are getting, it means it is a result of the previous karmas. So that are the prarabdha karma which we are facing at present and which we will face in future. The collection of the good and the bad karmas we call that are the prarabdha karma. Okay. One of you conclude the prarabdha karma.
The karmas which have been done previously and because of which we will get their results now and also in the future.
Good. Yeah. One is very important. Upadan. In the Sankhya Darshan, when you will study, like unlucky you are not getting this time chance to understand the Darshana. But Upadan meaning the main coach. Karyakaran Siddhant also we discussed that na everything what is happening, something cause there. That's why something is occurring. Otherwise, not possible. So Upadan coach, the world, the universe. The Upadan coach is the soul. What is the Upadan coach of the world?
Soul.
The soul. The another example also given in this Upanishad as like the mud. Okay. And we can prepare by using that mud, we can prepare the house, we can prepare the pots, we can prepare the many items. So the main cause, what is it? That is the mud. That is the upadan cause. So what is the base behind of everything? That base we called is the upadan. Yes, one of you conclude the meaning of upadan and soul. What you understand by this word?
Upadan is the base from which everything else is created. Like, for example, mud is used as an upadan for creating pots and other articles. Similarly, soul is also the upadan, which is creating the world.
Yes. Can you give the any other example of the upadan? Anyone?
Upadan, maybe milk is used for creating curd, paneer, any other sweets which are made with milk.
Excellent example. Milk is the upadan coach. Sweets are the byproduct of the milk. Because of the milk, it converted into the that paneer or the movites, then we get that sweet. Nice. And that curd also, the main cause of the cup behind of the curd, that is the milk. Without milk, curd we cannot prepare. Okay, hope others are also getting the meaning of the upadan. Nice, Asa ma'am. Next, now mostly things we have discussed. Now we are entering in the nad sound. Nad is the anahat sound we call. That kind of internal sound which we heard automatically or when we practice. It is not that kind of sound which we are hurting by the cell phone or the speaker. No, it is the internal sound that we call it is the nad dhvani, nad sound. In the asana which they are suggesting for the practice of the nadanusandhan, that is the siddhasana, and only one asana name is mentioned in the Nadbindu Upanishad. So this question also can come ask that in the Nadbindu Upanishad which asana is mentioning, that is the which asana?
Siddhasana.
Siddhasana.
Asana. This kinds of comparative study you have to do, okay? Every Upanishad, every text, how many asanas and which they are preferring, that questions will be in the exam. Only one mudra they are explaining, that is the Vaishnavi mudra. Okay. Next is the, as like same in the Hat Pradipika also it mentioned, by the help of the right ear, be able to hear the internal sound, the nad sound, by which ear? Yes, please.
Right ear.
By the right ear. And the practice of nada in this way covers the external sounds. Sometimes, but mostly the internal sound, okay? In this way, the yogi overcomes the oppositions and attains the state of the Turiya states. Already we have discussed how many states we have.
4.
Yes, how many states we have?
4, sir. Jagrat, Swapna, Nidra, and Turi. Jagrat, Swapna, Nidra, Sushupti, and Turiya.
Good. Jagrita Avastha, now you are listening to me very carefully. You are noticing my every word and every slide you are focusing. So that state is the Jagriti Avastha, Jagriti state. Okay. Next is the Jagriti Swapna Avastha during the sleep period. That state of the mind we call the Swapna Avastha. Susupti, half sleeping stage or a half awakened state, mostly in the meditation period. That state. And Turiya Avastha is the highest stage of the meditation, meaning Samadhi. That is the Turiya state. So it is the highest state, and we can attain the Turiya state with the help of Nadanusandhan. Yes, one of you please conclude this slide.
The whole slides are from Prarabdha Karma.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Yes, please.
starting from Prarabdha Karma.
Yes, please continue, ma'am.
Prarabdha Karma is the karma which has been done previously and we accrue the results now and also in the future. That kind of karma is called Prarabdha Karma. And Upadan. Upadan is nothing but the cause. The cause of the world is the soul. Just like mud becomes the cause for a pot, similarly the soul becomes the cause for the world. And nada is the sound, and the asana adopted for this is siddhasana. The mudra should be Vaishnavi mudra, and the nada is heard from the right ear. It's an internal sound. So the practice of nada in this way covers the external sound. And in this way, the yogi overcomes the opposition and attains the state of Turyavastha.
Good, ma'am. Nice. Yeah. Next is about the nad sound. So in the initial stage of the practice, these sounds are heard different ways. Okay, I think in the starting to the grosser level, high sound, high pitch sound we heard as like in the beginning stage, the sound of the sea is so sharp, too much sound it is. Sound of the clouds, too much sound it is. Sound of the bheri is the one kind of instrument which is using during the in the marriage also. In the music we use that instrument, the bheri. The waterfall sound is too much. So this kinds of gross level sound we heard in the starting stage of the Nadanusandhan, Nada practice. Now second middle stage. Now continue that yogi is practicing. Middle stage. Then the pitch of the sound becoming lower. Sound is mridanga sound. Mridanga is also one kind of instrument is using in the musicians. The bell sound of the bell, it's little lower. The drum sound, little downside. As comparison to the beginning stage, the middle stage, the sounds are little down, and the last stage of the practice, very low, very subtler sound. The kinkin sound, the flute sound, the veena sound, and the bee sound, and it's extra mentioning the sweet sounds we heard in the Nada practice. The sound becomes subtler from grosser as practice increases. In the starting, grosser level of sound we heard. In the within the practice, it's becoming down. It's becoming subtler. Yes, one of you conclude the slide.
Yes, sir. So nada sound in the initial stages of the practice, these sounds are heard in different ways. And after this, as the practice increases, the sounds become more and more subtle. The first stage is where the sounds are very gross, and the sounds of sea, clouds, bheri, and waterfalls, which are very loud, are heard. That is in the first stage. Second stage, which is the mid stage, is slightly subtler, and here the sounds of mridang, bell, and drum are heard. In the third stage, which is even more subtler, the sound of kinkin, flute, veena, and also the brahmara, which is the bee sound. These are heard in the third stage.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I think, yeah, only 2 slides are pending. Upanishad is complete. Second last slide it is. Yeah. Nada sound types. So 2 kinds of nada sound. One is the subtle sound and another is a... Sorry, something mistake here, I think. Subtle sound and sound, distinct sound. Okay. It is the distinct sound, and first is the subtle. Subtle meaning low pitch sound, and distinct meaning high pitch sound. Okay. Already we have discussed. The mind of the seeker.
Distinct means, I think it is a sound which stands out, which is different from the other sound, which is very distinct means that it separates from the other sounds.
Yeah, maybe here I'm not 100% sure about this slide. Let me check. Give me just 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a translation mistake. It is. Just 1 minute. घननाद अभेद ध्वनि अतिमंद ध्वनि सूक्ष्म नाद अभेद ध्वनि. Okay. Abhed meaning which we cannot assume. Okay, that is abhed. Or yeah, ma'am, I was telling same, ma'am. Abhed meaning the high pitch sound, and atimand it is low pitch sound.
Abhed, bhed is distinct. Abhed is opposite to distinct, which is bhed is distinction, right, sir? Being different.
Yeah, I think it's a
Abhed is
translation
not
mistake. Yeah.
not being distinct.
Yeah. Yes. I will correct it. Okay. Not being distinct. Okay. Thank you.
Or
Okay,
you
thank
can write it as indistinctive. Indistinctive sound.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Yes. The next is the please correct it by yourself. Okay. The mind of the cigarette, meaning that practitioners who is practicing of the Nadhanusandhan first concentrate on any subtle, extremely faint or dense sound. Startingly, it's common. We heard the high pitch sound, but we try to focus to the subtle to subtle. And he should concentrate his mind there, and his mind starts becoming absorbed. And when you will focus on that sound, then your mind will start to concentrate. Absorbed meaning pratyahara. And what is pratyahara? The connection
Withdrawal.
between our sense and objects. That connection will be internal connection, not the outside connection. Okay. And next is the next mantra. It is mentioning the practitioners should ignore all sensual desires when because many kinds of obstacles the practitioners will face during the practice. So he must to control all kinds of sensual desires. Meaning he should be disconnected with the common world. Okay, by connecting the world, it is not possible. You have to detach. Other than listening to the sound and through continuous practice, his mind should be engaged in that sound immediately. That's why it meaning where you are practicing of the Nadhanusandhan, that place should be pleasant, soundless. Okay. And your mind also be desireless. Only then you can be practiced. Otherwise, you cannot. At present, now you are taking the class, but your background, by your kitchen, by your family members, you are getting few sounds. And definitely, if you are getting that kinds of sounds, your mind will also distract. You will not get all my points. As like same, he is also mentioning that place should be soundless. Otherwise, your mind will disturb. It will attach with the external sound. You cannot connect your mind with internal sound. When external sound should be zero, only you can engage your mind with the internal sound. Okay. And in that stage, now you are in that stage, you are attaching your mind with the eternal sound, with the Nad sound. You are in that level, and then he is telling always enjoy in that contemplation. Enjoy that situation, okay? That stage which you are in the another stage, you are hurting the another. Enjoy that, continue that stage. And through chitta, the mind easily gets into tune with the sound. It is the one characteristic of the mind. The sound works as a net to bind the man like deer. Here it is a one example. In the Hatpadipika also same example. The deer and the as like शिकारी को क्या बोलते हैं? Sorry,
Hunter.
शिकारी,
Hunter.
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 Thank you. As in the hunter and the deer. As like how deer is corrupt, that engaged in his cage in the hunter, as like same, if you are practicing of the nada, your mind will be, you can control. As hunter control the deer. So that example is given in the Nadana, this Upanishad. Yes. One of you please conclude this slide.
So there are two kinds of sound, subtle and the sound which are not being distinct. And the mind of the seeker first concentrates on any subtler sound, extremely faint, or the dense sound. He should concentrate his mind there, and his mind starts becoming absorbed. And then a disciplined seeker should ignore all other desires, sensual desires, apart from listening to those sounds. And through continuous practice, his mind becomes engaged in those sounds. And one should always try to enjoy it through contemplation and through Chittan. What is Chittan? Is it Chintan or Chittan, sir? The mind easily gets into
that stage of the practice, practicing stage of the Nadanusandhan.
Okay. So through Chittan, the mind easily gets into the tune with the sound. This sound works just like a net to bind the man. The sound works as a net to bind the man like a deer. It means that the sound is so captivating that it just falls into that trap. Like a hunter's trap, the deer falls into the hunter's trap. Similarly, this sound works as a trap for controlling the mind.
Thank you. The last slide of the Nadanusandhan, and with this slide, this Upanishad will complete. The sound combined with the Brahma Rupa Pranava itself in the form of the light. Now, because it is the Nadbindu Upanishads, that's why in deeper level they are explaining the sound, explaining the Nada. Only by the dissolution of the mind, one attains the supreme position of the Lord Vishnu. What is meaning? It meaning, if you are attached with the world, you cannot attain the supreme. First, you have to be detached. It meaning dissolution of the mind. Only when it will be concentrate, only then you can attain the supreme. Otherwise, you cannot attain. Next is telling the resolution of the sky element. Sky element, it means it represents the words. If you remember the relation of the Tanmatras and the 5 elements, Mahabhuta, the Akasa Tattva, the sky element is related with Shabda. Shabda is the sound, is the Nada. Okay. The resolution of the sky element should be kept in the mind. It meaning also you can indirectly that concentrate or focus your mind or merge your mind in the sky element, then you will be able to hear the nada, otherwise not. And as long as the words are pronounced and heard, the mind continues to exist only as long as the sound remains. It meaning fully concentration should be there. Dharana and the dhyan. What is the difference between dharana and the dhyan? I also gave the example of the water and the oil. Maybe you remember or not.
Yes, sir.
Dharana is like the flow of the water, but dhyana is like the flow of the oil, which is
Yeah.
continuous. There's no gap.
Yes. The flow of the water, it is discontinue. So same, if that kind of practice, that mind cannot be concentrate. So here telling, as like honey or the oil, the flow should be continue, no any kinds of distraction. Only then you can attain the supreme, otherwise not. And the sound and mind all void, meaning zero, thoughtless. Follow that sounds, closer to the subtle. At the last, when all sounds over, it means you are at the higher level. Okay. No any kinds of sensual desires should be there. No any kind. And how you will attain the liberation according to Nadbindu Upanishad? Oh, I think it is mistake. These sensual desires should be here. Correct it. These sensual desires should be here. Okay.
Okay.
Practice another, the only possible when freedom from the sensual desires. Mind prana to merge into the formless Brahma. It is that stage after the nada. The mind will merge in the Brahma Tattva. The crore means millions of the sounds and points merge into the external form of the Omkara. It meaning Omkara, it is the main where everything are merging. You can understand the Omkara is equal to the Supreme. Tada drashtu sarupe avasthanam, that drashta is merging the actual state. That actual state, that is the Omkara. Where everything is merging there. The yogi is freed from the states of awake dream, dormancy. Okay. Every kind of attachment, he will be free. And in this stage, the yogi remains like a dead person. That is the samadhi state. That is the actual highest stage of the yoga. A highest stage of the nada, as like a dead person. This is called Muktava Avastha. Yes, one Avastha also they are telling, but it is included that Turiya Avastha is the state of the Mukta Avastha. Okay. The yogi is always situated in the fourth, yeah, it is same. Mukta Avastha is the Turiya state. Yes, one of you please conclude this slide. Can anyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here the nada sound is combined with the Brahma Rupa Pranava itself in the form of light. Then after that, the only by dissolutions of the mind want to attain the supreme position of Lord Vishnu. The resolution of sky element, because the sound is related with the element sky akasha, so we should kept in that mind as long as the word of pronounced and heard, until the when we practice the nada we have to keep the mind as sky element. The mind continues to exist only as long as the sound is remains. When the sound ends, the mind becomes void. And in this, the benefits is the attainment of liberation is by practicing of nada, one free from the sexual desire. The mid prana is to merge into the formless of Brahma. It is the formless of Brahma. So, then the crores of sound sounds and the pointing mergings into the external form of Omkara will be attained. And here the yogi is fed from the state of awakened, dream and dormant stage. All become freed, and the final stage, the yogi remains like a dead person. That position is called as Turiya Avastha and the Mukta Avastha. Then the yogi is also in this situation is the fourth stage of the Turiya Avastha.
Good, ma'am. Thank you. Nice. Now let's revise the class. Okay. Person starting lefting. Okay. We'll conclude. Revise within 5-10 minutes. Yes. Starting Nadbindu Upanishad. Who can conclude? Who can revise? Yes. Raj is raising hand. Anita ma'am. Yes, Anita ma'am, please come.
Yes, sir. Nadbindu Upanishadam is we will learn about we are learning about Hansa Vidya, description of the body parts of Hamsa, that bird, 12 matras of Omkara, and the result of it in our life, and the types of sounds we learned, sir. And the it is come from Rig Veda. 46 mantras are there. Only one asana, Siddhasana, is described.
56 mantras.
Oh, 56. Sorry. Mudra, Vaishnavi Mudra, and 4 states of mind. That is Jagrad, Swapna, Sushupti.
Good, ma'am. Nice. Yeah, requesting to Rajdeep sir. Yes, Rajdeep sir, please correlate with the swan body and the Upanishad is mentioning. Yes, please. The Omkara and the others gunas. Yes.
Yes, sir. Firstly, the Omkar having 4 matras: Akar, Ukar, Makar, and Ardhamatra. Here, as we compare with this one, then Akar is its right wing, Ukar is its left wing, Makar is its tail or pucha, and Ardhamatra is its head. Then we compare 7 lokas with different parts of the swan. The 7 lokas are Bhulok, Bhuvalok, Swahalok, Maha, Jana, Tapa, and Satya. And starting from lower to upper part, comparing with a sitting position of a man, then Bhuloka is the touching of the ground, that is 2 legs. Then Bhuvaloko is the knee portion, Janu. Then Swa is the abdomen portion. Then Maha is the navel portion. Jana is the heart, Hriday. Tapa is the throat, Kantha. And Satya is the Bhumadhya. And another comparison is that the both legs of swan similar to the Rajas Guna. And the body represents the Sattva Guna. The right eye represents Dharma. And the left eye represents Adharma.
Sir, Soha is the back, not the stomach. That stomach is including the navel region. That may be confused. So back is the right answer, okay?
Okay.
Good, sir. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Usha ma'am, please come and explain the correlation of the Omkara Matra and the attainments of it. Yes, Usha ma'am, can you? The
Yes, sir.
difficult answer? Yeah, it's very, very important. It is, yeah.
So each of the 4 matras of the Omkara has 4 kala, which are nothing but the art, kala or forms. So we should always remember that Omkara, the 4 matras are multiplied into 3, which form 12. The name starts with, the first one starts with Ghoshani, Ghoshani is the attainment of Ghoshani is Chakravarti or emperor. So one who does the meditation on Ghoshani, the attainment is Chakravarti or emperor. Then Vidyut Matra. Vidyut Matra, the attainment of the position is Yaksha. And Patangani. Patangani, the attainment is Vidyadhar. And Vayu Vegani, the attainment is Gandharva. And Nam Dheya, the attainment is honored. This person is honored in the lunar world or the Chandra Loka along with gods such as Tushit. And Aindri. Aindri is the attainment of status which is equal to Indra, Devraj Indra. Vaishnavi, the attainment of Vaikuntha Dham. Shankari, attainment of Rudra Loka. Mahati, attainment of Mahaloka. Dhriti, attainment of Jana Loka, or also called as Dhruva Loka. Nari, attainment of Tapa Loka. Brahmi, attainment of the Brahma Loka. So these are the 12 names and the positions attained by the practice of
Nice.
the japa.
Yes, next requesting to Vijaya ma'am. Please revise the next levels. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Next, Prarabdha karma. Actually, here the mentioning that the Prarabdha karma is the one which we previously done, and the result is now we are attaining, going, and or it will come in the futures. In the here, it also mentioned that upadna, that is the cause of the world. Upadan. Okay. Upadan is the cause of the world, that is soul. Like example of how the mud is becoming a pot or a brick, like that the upadana is the main source of creating the soul and the other of cause of the world also. Then the nada sound, here the nada sound, here it is mentioning the asana, mentioning is the siddhasana, then mudra is the Vaishnavi mudra, and the nada sound heard by right ears. Here it mentioning the practice of nada is the way covers the external sound. In this way the yogi overcomes the opposition sound, that is he attains the state of turiya avastha. Then types of sound,
Yeah.
that also, sir. Yeah, okay, sir. Then here there are two sound, that is a subtle sound, that is extreme sound, and the sound which is not being existed sound. Here the mind of the seeker first it concentrate on the subtle, that is extremely fact with dense sound. He should concentrate his mind here. In this mind state becomes observed, so that the sound was observed by the mind at the beginning for the first. Then the disciplined person seekers who should ignore all the sexual desires other than the listening of the sound, and through continuous practice in this mind they should here the mind should be engaged in the sound immediately, not to other external or not sexual desire, only to the sound only we have to focus. Then always enjoy it through the contemplations, that is through chittan. Through chittan the mind easily gets into tunes to the sound. By with the help of chitta, the mind is get easily to the sound. This sound works like mid to the mind of the man, like deer, like how the hunter is controlling the deer, like that this sound is controlling the mind. The man will get control over through the nada sound.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, nice. Yes,
Also-
Anita ma'am, please let us know the sequence of the nada sound. How grosser to subtle, that sequence. Yes, ma'am. Anita ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Nice, Vijay ma'am. Nice explanation. Thank you. Yes, Vijay, Anita ma'am, please come.
Nada sound in the beginning, it will be like a sea, sound of sea, cloud, berry, and waterfall sound. Sound in the middle stage, sound is sound of Mridangam, that is an instrument, bell sound, drum sound. At the end stage, kingin sound, flute sound, veena sound, bee sound, sir.
Good, ma'am. Nice, nice. Yes, last requesting to Rajdeep, sir, how Nadanusandhan helps to attain the Kevalya or liberation. Yes, Rajdeep, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Mm,
yes.
the to attain Kaivalya state, firstly, we have to establish in pratyahara. The mind should be desireless, and then what is nath anusandhan. That is, we have to search for the nath, which is not in real practice the real sound, but or the sound we had regularly. That is not. Is not that's we should search for real nath, and we should desireless and enjoy the situation, enjoy the situation, and then the mind get absorbed into that sound, and we feel attached with the brahman, or on that way we hear the actual nath, and that is the nadanusandhan.
Good, good, good. Yes. Osa, ma'am, please conclude what you understand by complete Nadanusandhan Upanishad. Now maybe that fear have gone from your mind. What is Upanishad?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you
So,
conclude? One
yes,
minute,
sir.
yeah.
Yes. So Nadbindu Upanishad mainly talks about the ultimate goal is liberation, but this is through Nada. So Nada, what is the Nada that they have described is the Omkara, and first they've started relating it with the Hamsa. They've related Omkara with the parts of the body parts of the Hamsa. And from there, they started the description about the attainments of each of these mantras. What happens when each of these mantras are chanted? What is the position that one attains? They've categorically placed all those attainments one after the other, the 12. And then after that, they went on to say a little bit about the karmas, and then the nature of sounds that emanate from the practice of the Nada Yoga. So the nature of the sounds is they start with the gross and then go on to the subtle and then the subtlest level. So that is about the nature of the sounds that emanate and how one has to connect to these sounds. Like what is the way a person can connect to these sounds, like keeping himself in a place which is free of noises and all that, and sitting steady in Siddhasana, and then adopting the Vaishnavi Mudra and performing the sadhana. And finally they conclude with the attainment of liberation, again the practice of nada, and how these crores of sounds that emanate from different things merge into one sound, that is the omkara, and how the yogi gets freed from the state of sleep, dream and dormancy. And then that avastha is called as the muktavastha or the turiya state.
Nice, ma'am. Nice. Hope you all Yeah, Anita, ma'am, do you want to say something?
Yes. Yes, sir.
You are raising the hands, Anita, ma'am. Okay. Yes, requesting to Vijay, ma'am, please conclude the class with Shanti Mantra.
Yes, sir. A sit state, head, neck, spine erect,